It's traveling season. And if you are like me and so many other people that I know, you might have a fluorescent neoprene handle to help you try and find your suitcase in the sea of suitcases. Not the most attractive. So let's make something cute in just a few minutes out of fabric that we love. Another reason I love this because it is made out of a square. When you're cutting it, you don't have to pay attention to what direction you're cutting. So if one side's longer than the other, you do have to pay attention to which direction your fabric is going, unless it's on-directional, of course. But this way, you just make your square and then you figure it out later. Here is what you need. 2 pieces of fabric, 5x5, a 5x5 scrap of batting. It could be fusible fleece, it could be quilt batting, whatever you have. And then a 4-inch piece of Velcro. Then I'm also going to use this cute little bird to turn the corners, but that's later. So all we do is we put these right sides together, and if it is directional, make sure you put them in the same direction. And then you're going to put the fleece on top. Now you're going to take this to your sewing machine. You're going to sew all 3 edges and leave an opening here. Now that I have that sewn together, I'm going to clip the corners, making sure not to get the stitching. And then this part is optional, but it does make it a little bit easier. I'm going to put a ruler right below the stitching so that when I do a chalk line, it goes right in line with the stitching. See how that looks like it's the same line? Then I'm going to very carefully take my scissors and just trim out this fleece. It's going to make it a lot easier when we fold it to get that open part folded over correctly without having to fold the fleece as well. Now we're going to turn it right side out. All right, I like to get my corners pushed out as well as I can with my fingers. Then I will use a turning tool. Super cute little Riley Blake bird, love it. And then just very gently push at those corners. If you go too hard or too fast, you might find your turning tool comes through and then you're going to be very sad. Now I'm going to take this to the ironing board and I'm just going to have this folded under, and it's really easy to figure out where to go because I just go right along that fleece. And I'm going to press that, and then I'm going to sew all the way around with about 1/8 of an inch from the edge that will close this opening. So I can decide, do I want this to be the top? Do I want it to be this way or do I want it to be this way? I mean, it doesn't really matter. Some people will look at it from this direction, but I usually like it to go the direction of like my suitcase. I kind of like that side better. So if I want this to be the top, then I'm going to put the scratchy side here, aka the hooks on this side, and then I'm going to put the loops on this side. So I'm going to go back to the sewing machine, hooks, loops, just like this. Hooks on one side, loops on the other side, so that when you fold them over, they meet and they stay on your suitcase. That's it, it's done. We have the hooks on one side, the loops on the other. So we'll just show you again how I put it on. I'm going to center it, I'm going to put the loops under. Then I'm just going to roll the fabric so that the hook connects and it is on there nice and secure. This would be a great stocking stuffer or gift for anyone who travels, for college students, basically anyone who ever uses a suitcase. This is super quick and easy to make. It's also, because it's so fast and easy and a great scrap buster, a great idea if you're looking for things that you can sew and sell. Happy travels!